are doing good. Today in our English class, let us talk about how people used to communicate with each other. Well, when there was no telephone, when there was no mobile phone, when there was no internet facilities, what did the people do to communicate with each other, to keep in touch with each other? Well, you guessed it right. They used to write letters. We can say that letter writing is an age-old way of communication. Earlier, people used to write letters and send it through messengers and pigeons. And then obviously it evolved. And when it evolved, then we had postal services, then we had inland letters, then we had postcards to send messages to the people, living away from us, to keep in touch, to send messages. And this is how, we can say that it's been ages since we are using this writing letter as a means of communication, which is also very old and very important. Now, for today we are going to learn letter writing. And letter writing, children, being so important way of communication, like we have done earlier, it could be a letter which is informal, it could be a letter which is formal. And so we have done informal and formal letters. Writing letter to our friends, to our acquaintance and to our family members obviously is an informal letter in which we use informal language which is not official, obviously. Then writing letter to a person who's your boss, who is the head of an institution, who is the head of a department, would be an official letter, and that comes under formal letter, right? Okay. Now moving ahead with writing letters, it evolved with time. Earlier we had the conventional method of sending letter through putting it inside an envelope and then posting it, and then it reaches the address which you've mentioned on the letter. Then it came to electronic mail, which is obviously known as email, and then email letters, the letters that we send through internet. Now, the letters we keep on writing. It has not changed. The way has changed, but writing letter, it could be handwritten, it could be printed. That goes on. So, children, for today's class, we are going to discuss more about the informal letter and the formal letter, and then we are going to move ahead with the topic for today's English class, that is letter to the editor. So now children, let us recapitulate what we have learned earlier, that is the format, the types of letters and what we write in those letters, their format and everything. So come on, let's write. Basically, we have learned two types of letters, informal letter and formal letter. To recapitulate, tell me, to whom do you write informal letter? Yes, we write informal letter to our friends, our acquaintances and our family members who are living apart from us. Let us write down. Okay, so informal letter is a friendly letter, or we can also call it an unofficial letter. The format of the informal letter is a bit different from formal letter. Very important, let's talk about the language. Now, the language that we use in an informal letter is informal. It is frank. We use easy words. We do not mention big words and very lengthy sentences. So the sentences are short and beautiful and it should connect with the people whom you're writing the letter. So here it is informal language, a very easy or frank language that you use while writing an informal letter. And so whom do you write these letters? We write these letters to our friends, let us recapitulate, children. Informal letter is an unofficial letter. It's a friendly letter which is written obviously to your family members, friends and acquaintances. Then the format of the informal letter is a bit different from the formal letter. Then coming on to the language, informal and frank language with beautiful words and short sentences you can use here. Okay, let's move on to the formal letter. Coming on to the formal letter, children. Formal letter is a business letter. We use formal language in it. When you're writing the letter to the head of an organization, to a person who is the boss of a company, to the CEO or director, to the principal of a school, to the headmaster of the school, we use this letter, the formal letter. Now, formal letter is an important letter. Here you actually communicate whatever issue, problem, or your views, or you want to show your you want to tell your opinion about something. So here we use the formal letter. It is an important letter. Now, in the formal letter, like I said, it is a business letter. So it is supposed to be an official letter. It is an official letter. Now, being an official letter, it has a stipulated format. The format of the formal letter, like I said, the informal letter, it is a bit different. We are going to revise and recapitulate the format of the formal letter also. Then the language here that we use in the informal letter is informal language, whereas on the contrary, in the formal language, the language that we use is official. And now we come to whom you write the letter. So we write the official letter, the formal letter, to someone who is the head, of an organization or an institution or to the editor. Now, talking about the editor of a newspaper, of a magazine. So we write a letter to the editor of a newspaper or a magazine to focus upon the issues around us and to express our views and opinions and facts. Now, when it goes into printing in the newspaper or magazine, it will cater to a very large audience. And so this formal letter to the editor, is our topic for discussion. And so we're going to talk about what is the purpose of writing a letter to the editor, why do we write a letter to the editor, its formats, and one or two examples we are going to discuss for the letter to the editor. Let us now discuss the format of a formal letter. The format of a formal letter is fixed. You cannot change it, children. Please remember that, okay? Let's start with the first thing that we write on the top is the sender's address on the left hand side. So the format that we're going to discuss and the letters that you're going to write will be on the left hand side only. Please don't forget that, okay? So the first thing is the sender's address. So your address here, please write in short. Do not write a very lengthy address, okay? So sender's address in short. After that, we're going to write date. Now here, the date, the format of the date is not this. For example, no, it is wrong, or it is not this. Again, it is wrong. This is not the formal way of writing the date. Okay, so how are you going to write the date? For example, today is 7th July, so we're going to write July 7th 2020, or so these are the two ways how you're going to write the date. Then comes the receiver's address. So here the receiver will be the editor of any newspaper to whom you are addressing your letter. It could be any name of a magazine or the newspaper. Okay, so here comes the receiver's address. Try to make it short, but it should be a complete address. After this, we will write the subject. Now, why is it important to write the subject? It is important to write the subject so that the editor should know what your topic of the letter is. Now here also you have to write it in short. It should be very brief and concise. You cannot write two sentences, two lengthy sentences here or the whole paragraph. No. Whatever your problem is, write that problem in short here. That's it. And then comes the salutation. Now in salutation, you can write either dear sir, dear madam, or sir, madam, that's it. Sir and madam already are words of respect, so we do not use the word respected before sir and madam, the names. Okay, so you can stick to either sir, madam, or dear sir, madam. Okay, then comes the body of the letter. In the body of the letter, children, again there would be three short paragraphs. First will be the introduction. Second paragraph will have the contents. And then comes the closure. And then after salutation comes the subscription. Now here, also known as greeting. Now here you can end the letter by writing thanking you, yours sincerely, and your name and your designation. That is it. Let's recapitulate. So the format of the formal letter, like we have done earlier, is first you write the sender's address, then we write the date in either of these two formats that I have given you. Okay, either you can write like this or like this, and then the receiver's address. Then comes the subject, which should be short. Then comes the salutation, and then the body of the letter, and then the subscription. So children, we see here that this is the format of the formal letter.
That is all for today, children. In our next video, we are going to discuss the format of the formal letter once again, and then we shall discuss the letter to the editor. That is all for today. Thank you and have a good day.